Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Senior Financial Updates. I'm here today to talk about something that's been generating a lot of buzz: recent developments regarding tax benefits and potential payments that could affect seniors' finances. There's been quite a bit of discussion about this online, and I want to help you separate fact from fiction. I know many of you have been concerned about making ends meet, especially with rising costs affecting everything from groceries to healthcare. That's exactly why today's video is so important. We're going to explore the real, verified information about current IRS programs and benefits that you might be eligible for. I've spent hours researching official IRS documentation and consulting with tax professionals to bring you accurate, up-to-date information that you can actually use. No clickbait, no exaggerations, just the facts you need to know about potential tax benefits and credits available to seniors. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through exactly what the IRS is currently offering, who qualifies for various benefits, and most importantly, what steps you need to take to ensure you're not missing out on any benefits you're entitled to. I'll also share some lesser known details that could make a real difference in your tax situation. Before we dive into the details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss out on important updates like this one. Your financial well being matters, and I want to make sure you stay informed about any changes that could affect your wallet. I'd also love to hear about your experiences with tax benefits and credits. Drop a comment below to share your story and help other seniors in our community. Now, let's get into the real facts about these IRS programs. Let's dive into what's really happening with IRS programs and benefits that could affect your finances. You know, I've been hearing from so many of you about the confusion surrounding tax benefits and credits, especially with all the misleading information floating around on social media. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and focus on what's real and verified. First, let's talk about what the IRS is actually doing right now to help seniors. Many of you might not realize this, but there are several legitimate tax benefits specifically designed for older Americans that often go unclaimed simply because people don't know about them. These aren't new stimulus checks or mysterious government payments. These are established programs that you might qualify for right now. You know what really breaks my heart? When I hear stories from seniors who've been missing out on tax benefits they're entitled to for years simply because nobody told them about these programs. Just last week, I spoke with Martha from Michigan, who had no idea she qualified for the senior tax credit. After learning about it through our community, she was able to work with her tax advisor and significantly reduce her tax burden. Speaking of tax advisors, let's clear up something important about getting professional help with your taxes. While many seniors worry about the cost of professional tax preparation, there are actually several free and low-cost programs specifically designed to help older Americans with their taxes. The IRS partners with various organizations to provide these services, and they can be incredibly valuable in making sure you're not missing out on any benefits. Now, I want to address something that's been causing a lot of confusion lately. Those social media posts claiming there are new stimulus payments or special government checks being sent out. Here's the truth. While there aren't any new federal stimulus programs right now, there are legitimate tax credits and deductions that could put real money back in your pocket. These aren't flashy or exciting like stimulus checks, but they're actually more valuable because they're reliable and recurring. Let's talk about some of the most overlooked tax benefits for seniors. The IRS has specific provisions for people over 65 that can make a real difference in your tax situation. For example, did you know that the standard deduction increases once you reach 65? This isn't a new program or a special payment. It's a long-standing benefit that every eligible senior should be taking advantage of. One thing that really frustrates me is when I see seniors getting taken advantage of by tax scams. With all the misinformation out there about supposed new government payments, scammers are having a field day. That's why it's so important to understand what's real and what's not. Remember, the IRS will never call you demanding immediate payment or threatening to arrest you. They communicate primarily through mail, and they'll never ask for payment through gift cards or wire transfers. Here's something fascinating about tax benefits. They often work together in ways that can multiply their impact. It's like putting together pieces of a puzzle. When you understand how different credits and deductions interact, you can maximize your benefits within the legal framework of the tax code. This isn't about gaming the system. It's about making sure you're getting everything you're legally entitled to. Let's discuss something that many seniors don't realize: how working part-time or having a small business can affect your tax situation. Many retirees take on part-time work or start small businesses, And there are specific tax provisions that can help in these situations. Understanding these can make a big difference in your overall financial picture. Now, here's something that often surprises people: the relationship between Social Security benefits and taxes. Many seniors don't realize that their Social Security benefits might be taxable, depending on their overall income. But there are legal ways to manage this situation that could help reduce your tax burden. It's all about understanding the rules and planning accordingly. One aspect that's particularly relevant right now is how inflation and cost of living increases affect your tax situation. The IRS makes annual adjustments to many tax provisions to account for inflation, and understanding these changes can help you better plan your finances. This isn't as exciting as news about stimulus checks, but it's actually more important for your long-term financial health. Let's talk about record keeping for a moment. I know it's not the most exciting topic, but proper documentation is crucial for taking advantage of tax benefits. Many seniors miss out on deductions simply because they didn't keep the right records. But don't worry, I'll share some simple, practical ways to stay organized without getting overwhelmed by paperwork. Something that's often overlooked is the importance of timing when it comes to tax decisions. Certain actions, like charitable giving or medical expenses, can have different tax implications depending on when they occur. Understanding this timing can help you make better financial decisions throughout the year, not just during tax season. Here's a topic that affects many in our community: tax implications for caregivers and those receiving care. Whether you're caring for a spouse or parent, or receiving care yourself, there are specific tax provisions that could help ease the financial burden. This is particularly important given the rising costs of healthcare and long-term care. Let's address something that causes anxiety for many seniors: tax audits. While the thought of an audit can be scary, understanding what triggers them and how to properly document your tax situation can help give you peace of mind. The truth is, most seniors who take legitimate deductions and keep proper records have nothing to worry about. One thing I'm particularly passionate about is helping seniors understand how charitable giving can work in their favor tax-wise. Many of you are generous with your time and money, and there are specific tax benefits designed to reward that generosity. Understanding these can help you maintain your charitable activities while maximizing their tax advantages. Now, let's talk about state-specific tax benefits. While we've been focusing on federal taxes, many states have additional tax benefits for seniors. These vary by state, but they can include additional exemptions, property tax relief, and other benefits. It's worth checking what's available in your state because these benefits can add up to significant savings. Here's something that's particularly relevant for those of you who recently retired or are planning to retire soon: understanding how your tax situation changes in retirement. The transition from earning a salary to living on retirement income can have significant tax implications, and planning for these changes can make a big difference in your financial security. Let's discuss how tax planning fits into your overall financial picture. While we're focusing on tax benefits today, it's important to understand how these interact with your other financial decisions. This includes decisions about when to take Social Security, how to manage your retirement accounts, and how to structure your income in retirement. As we near the end of our discussion, I want to emphasize something crucial: the importance of staying informed about tax changes. Tax laws and regulations can change, and new benefits can become available. That's why it's so important to stay connected with reliable sources of information and, when necessary, seek professional advice. Remember, managing your taxes effectively isn't about finding loopholes or gaming the system. It's about understanding and properly using the legitimate benefits that are available to you. The tax code includes many provisions specifically designed to help seniors, and taking advantage of these isn't just legal, it's what you're supposed to do. In closing, I want to remind you that while today's information is important, tax situations can be complex and individual. What works for one person might not work for another. That's why it's so important to consult with qualified tax professionals about your specific situation. They can help you navigate these waters and ensure you're making the most of available benefits while staying fully compliant with tax laws.